Hi, I'm Dr. Amish Manan, Associate Director of Genomic Medicine and Personal Genomic Divisions at Medgenome Labs. So DNA has a double helix structure. So double helix meaning you can think of like a twisted ladder kind of a structure. So DNA code, the DNA code in each organism, so whether it is an animal, plant, or a microbe, so it is composed of it is represented by four letters A, T, G, and C, which is representative or the short form for bases, chemical compounds. Now, as I told, every organism is composed of these four letters as the basic DNA code. The length of the code and the order in which these ATGC are written makes us different from other animals or other species. Now, there is a lot of similarity between several across species also. Like we are 60% similar to DNA code is 60% similar to that of a banana plant, 20% similar to the worms, and 98% similar to chimpanzee. And across human species, we are like 99% we are the same. So only the 1% of the DNA code makes us different from another human being. Like we have different hair color, different eye color, skin color, etc., and height, weight. Every trait that you see, variations in the 1% of the DNA code, is makes us this difference. Now, the interesting thing is like as it is 3 billion bases in each cell of human body, so there are more than 30 trillion cells in the human body. So there is a saying like, if you sum up or if you write the DNA code of each cell in the human body, it will the length is like one can travel to the space and come back, that much long it is. And inside each cell also, these 3 billion bases are well packed, like they are called chromosomes. They are organized in several chromosomes. Now, so DNA research is advancing a lot. Like when the human genome sequence came in early 2000s, it was the draft genome sequence came. So it is thought to be only 1 to 2% of the entire human genome is useful, kind of a thing. So initially they called rest 98% as junk DNA. So there is no functional role they could correlate with this 98%. Later, the genetic research showed us like there are some interesting, indirect effects of these several regions in this 98%. They have an impact on the coding region as well, which has a functional role. Now, the thing is, the DNA code has several hidden secrets. So it can predict, it has the potential, if we are able to read it correctly, we can predict diseases much advanced in time. So for example, several genetic research that Medgenome is also involved, where we are trying to see whether what are the genetic variants responsible for certain diseases like Parkinson's disease, coronary artery disease, diabetes, etc. So we can predict much earlier in life. Like our DNA code is written much before our birth also. So it remains the constant in one's lifetime. It is not changing. Now, if we know the DNA variations that can in later stage of life that can give rise to certain diseases, one can mitigate the risk of getting that getting that disease. So these are the advanced research that are genetic research that are going now. So DNA code is invaluable, and our efforts are to understand and make meaningful use of this DNA code, how to read it correctly, so that we can make it's for the better future, healthier future of not only humankind, for all the species. Thank you.